Double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Returned it.
They go play action with Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught. And again it's Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw again is Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, report! Report!
Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now it's Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Cooper, the man in motion right. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Out of the gun, Watson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7.
Now this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Chubb on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Watson on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson.
And this one too low.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
To the air yet again, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now it's Watson on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now Jackson on second down. Escaping the play. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, middle. Finish it up. Yo. You change it. You. Hey.
Jackson on first down, buying time to his left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
David Ojabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And now off to the races down the right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
He had already had an interception earlier. Now Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. they're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over the first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They run again on first down. Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
A first down carry for Henry.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go with Chubb on second down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, 59!
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and a couple. Here's Chubb on the read option.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, you got to snap it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 59!
Chubb will get the call running left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Watson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Elijah Moore
from 17 yards out.
And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. York now for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Browns 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That pass complete to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Watson on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. He's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven 1st.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. In motion goes the tight end.
33-yard line.
13.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going for it with the option right. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No, we change it.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jackson going to run. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Down and goal to go.
Right shot.
Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
First down 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your play.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, power ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And now here's another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson.
This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cleveland.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
At the 5-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Watson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On first down, Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Dancing to his left. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw is Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 34 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they will take a knee here.